At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And begin his return from the 11. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offensive line fast.
Panther 50, Panther 60, 79 Broncos. Trap 50, Panther 11. Go.
From the gun, Milrow. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. They drop him with a big hit. And at least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
19 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Milrow throwing on third down. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's good for the Seahawks.
Dragon 60.
A gain of 9 yards.
19 Tiger,
First
19.
down, Seattle.
Shotgun now for Milrow. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Come on, come on. 19, hot, 70, Timberwolf. Mustang 19.
Milrow from the gun. Downfield, finds Shaheed. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down throw here from Milrow. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dante Kent with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing on seconds. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Ward. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. You're going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Milroe. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Milroe throwing again now on 2nd down. Has it downfield working the left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. So 1st down from the 41. Throwing now, Milroe. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull that in front further, 13-zip. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Kent on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came to that one.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Has room down the left sideline. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, which is a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Warren running between the tackles. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss. Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Caught quickly on the slant. On the move, past the 40. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That is Nick Emmanwori. Well, as if this one wasn't tough enough, it's another possession lost as he is picked off once again.
I think what I'm looking for here, what everybody's looking for in the building, what kind of fight do you have? Because a couple of turnovers in a row can take it right out of you, especially the deficit you find yourself in.
70. 60 by 6. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Milroe with it on first. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Again, he's got room. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
From the gun, Milroe. That's cut at the 4. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Myers to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So a tough 3rd down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Yep.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Corliss Waitman on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
19,
They kick the running back in motion. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Myers to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. No, they get him yet again. Rick Woolen with the INT.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, come on.
This is Walker on second. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. First down throw here from Milroe. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. The Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
The Steelers take over first and 10